Hello and welcome to my PK highlight clips and loot tab. All these clips have appeared in previous videos of mine, but I just wanted to put this together to kind of showcase my best loots. Now the criteria for being in this video is that every kill had to be at least 1 mil in total value. I had a lot of kills that were 5, 6, 7, 800k that didn't make the cut because I wanted to make a video that just had exclusively 1 mil plus kills. Now personally I like PKing up at Green Dragons the best. There's just something kind of nostalgic about it. It reminds me of the days of like Kids Rank and Elf Mage. When I was a kid just starting playing this game, those were the PKers that I watched and kind of looked up to and wanted to emulate. I've never personally been a huge fan of Bounty Hunter. It just seems like most of the people at my level are just Magic Shortbow to Gmaul. That's a very good account. They're very effective with that high strength, but their risk is like a Gmaul. They wear a strength amulet and they risk 50 rune arrows in a Gmaul or a DDS, and it just doesn't even seem like the kill is worth the potions and food that it takes to get. Plus, I will be honest, I have less than a 50-50 kill death ratio in Bounty Hunter. It just doesn't seem to click for me. I don't use the hotkeys or old school or OS Buddy. As far as I'm concerned, those things weren't around back in 2005, 6, and 7 when I started playing, and I have no interest in using them now, even if it does put me at a little bit of a competitive disadvantage. It hasn't really seemed to hurt me any though. All these high value kills I've gotten, I've been soloing. I don't have a team. I'm doing this by myself. I do die quite frequently. Of course, I don't put all my deaths in the videos, but when I die, I only lose maybe 150k worth of runes and potions, and then like a DDS and glory. So it's not a big deal. Figure one of these 1 mil kills pays for 6+ deaths. Overall, it's just a lot of fun. I've learned a lot from trial and error. I have had some advice from some friends, but as far as most of this goes, I've just kind of gone out and seen what works and what doesn't. I'd be more than happy to share any of my techniques. If anyone's interested, leave a comment in the comment section. Alright, so now on to the loot tab and bank portion of this video. It's going to kind of show the loots from approximately 2 months worth of PKing on this account. So I'm now 72 combat and almost 93 magic. The grind continues. So I've basically put everything that I've PK'd over the past 2 months into this one tab. Now of course that's not going to include things that I then reuse, like prayer potions, ranging potions, dragon bolts, diamond bolts, rune bolts, that kind of stuff that just ends up going back into my PK tab. I should note that when I started PKing, I was mostly doing Bounty Hunter, and I had 1 DDS, 1 DSim, 1 Ancient Staff, and when I would die and lose them, I would just go to the Grand Exchange and buy a new one and pretty much rinse and repeat. But when I started doing this Green Dragon PKing, as soon as I got Teleblock, 85 magic, I had 1 of each, and so all of these Dragon Daggers and DSims have been PK'd in the last 2 months. I also do have an awful lot of Green Dragon hides and bones, and that's because I usually take a looting bag, and I do occasionally still kill bots or other dragon killers if there are people there and there's not a whole lot of action. I will take them out. It really is profitable. You can probably make 3, 4, even 500k an hour just killing bots up at Green Dragons. One thing I don't do, however, is attack Iron Men. I see a lot of PKers attack Iron Men, but I leave them alone. They have it hard enough. Okay, let's price check this. Alright, 40.8 mil. Now you have to include the 2 mil cash PK from earlier. Also, all the other loot that didn't fit in my inventory is probably another 3 mil or so. So I'm guessing this is really about 46 mil. Now of course that's not all profit. It would be really interesting to know how much I spent in prayer potions, sharks, carambolons, ranging potions, etc. Especially super combat potions. Those are super expensive. I haven't kept track of all that, but I'm sure I've made a profit overall because I didn't have nearly this much money to start with. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Any feedback is really appreciated. Leave a comment or a like. Let me know what you think.